everyone. Welcome to Sweet Tomato Vine Homestead. This is Linda. And today, y'all, we are in my pantry. And I have decided that I am going to take everything out of this pantry and I am going to paint this pantry. And then I am going to reset this pantry. Because so far, this pantry has been long overdue getting a makeover. It has not been painted in over 20 years. And it has not had everything taken out and reset in at least 5 years. So this is what we've got going today. And I know that this project is going to take more than one day. So y'all, I've got myself ready. So let's get started. So as you can see, this pantry has a lot of stuff that is just, it's everywhere. It's all mixed up. There's no certain order or anything that this stuff is in here. We've got the syrup next to the cornmeal. We've got the kombucha, scobies just tossed in there. And it just needs some organization so that it can work and function the way that a pantry is supposed to work. So first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to remove everything out. And this is going to be it's going to take some hours, I'm sure. So, y'all, I hope that y'all are up for it. I'm not going to have you all watch the entire process of me taking everything out. But I just want you all to know what I am up against right now. Okay, guys, so I have everything out of the pantry. And I have it in my kitchen and in my dining room. And some made it to my living room. So now, the next thing that I want to do is I want to go ahead and I want to start to dusting and cleaning. So it's going to take some cleaning of the shelves. Like I told you, it has been a while since I've been up in the top of the cabinet. So it's going to take some dusting first. And after I finish with the dusting, then I'll just take a rag and start to just wipe all the shelves down really good. And then I'll dry them so that it won't take so long between the time that I have to wait for the drying process and then put it on the paint. Because you don't want to add paint to a wet or moist surface. So right here, I'm just, I'm still dusting right here. And after I finished with the dusting, I sanded. And because some areas had some paint that was peeling, so I didn't want to have to worry about any peeling paint getting mixed in with my paintbrush when I was painting. And then that would cause me not to have a smooth surface. So I wanted to make sure that I had a smooth surface. So after sanding, I went ahead and I had to dust the shelves again. And I just have a little step ladder that I'm using to go up on. And I put my mask on so that I wouldn't have to inhale or breathe into that sand that I sanded off. Sawdust that was sanded off of the cabinets. Okay, so I decided to take a shopping trip so that I could see what kind of canisters they had, because I knew that I was going to need some canisters to help me with this storage. I didn't want to just start throwing all these bags back into my pantry, because that is what cause the pantry to look cluttered when you leave everything in the containers that they come from in the store when it's bulky, and it gives it a cluttered look. So I decided I would go and I would search for some items to help me in this process. So right here I'm just picking up some little scoops that I felt I would need to put inside some of the larger canisters. And then I knew that I was going to paint, so I wanted to go ahead and get me some paint materials. And I figured the Dollar Tree would be the best place to get them because I wanted this project to be as inexpensive as I could, keep it with knowing that I was going to have to purchase some canisters, which would be more on the pricey side. So I figured I could save some money by purchasing these items at the Dollar Tree. So I just went ahead and I got a little spatula and a paintbrush. I also got a roller. And here are some dish towels. I decided I was going to get something. I was looking for something to put on the cabinets so that when I put some of the items back up there that they would not stick to my paint surface. But I just decided that, after so long, it should be okay. I did not put anything on the cabinets. But I went ahead and looked at the canisters that they had in the Dollar Tree. And there were some canisters that were $4. And they were just a little bit larger than the canisters that I had gotten off of another aisle for $1.25. So you have to really search, look when you're in there, because sometimes you will you'll find a deal if you really look and, go through the aisles and just search instead of just grabbing, because you figure this one looks good, but that size sometimes don't make a whole lot of difference. And these baskets that I saw, I like these a whole lot. So I decided that I would go ahead and purchase 2 of these. So now I have made it to Walmart, and Walmart has some nice canister sets, but they did have some canisters that were very similar to the canisters that I saw that I actually purchased at the Dollar Tree. This one just came as a set and had some larger sizes in it. So since I did need those sizes, I went ahead and purchased I think I ended up with like 4 of those. I got some on this day, but then I ended up having to go back a second day to get some more. And then I just grabbed some of these loose ones that were out. I looked at this spice rack, but I decided not to get this. So y'all, this is later after my shopping trip that I came back and I started to paint. And right here, you see, I'm just painting, just rolling the paint on the center, because actually I did not know where to start, because to be honest, I wasn't excited about painting. Sometimes I like to paint once I get started, but it was just the getting started. So as you can see, I started just rolling right in the center of the cabinets. I just didn't know where to start. But I was like, just start. And the dimensions of this cabinet area, this pantry, kind of made it kind of awkward to paint. Sometimes I didn't know which way to turn my brush, because, I didn't want to be scraping the wall, scraping the top. And it's just a lot of scraping going on for a while until I got the groove of it. So once I got the groove of it, I was okay. And I can say that these cheaper rollers and brushes and the pan that I used, all that worked out fine. Now, the paint that I used was a Valspar. And and it was one that had the primer already in it, in white. And so I like this paint. It was a semi-gloss finish. I wanted something that would be able to wipe clean easily. I remember once I painted with a flat paint in the kitchen, and that turned out so pretty, but in the end it was so bad because every splatter or stain just showed up so good. So on this semi-gloss or high gloss, you can wipe it down really easily, and it doesn't show everything. You know, it doesn't. pantry. I have painted the pantry. Y'all thought I was never going to get all of this food out of this pantry. We had been storing food in here for the longest. This was our storage pantry and our workable pantry. So what I've decided to do is, instead of having this to be a complete storage pantry, I want this to be my workable pantry, and I want to be able to keep it more neat. Now, I'm fixing to get it neat. I'm not going to promise you all that it is going to stay like this, because sometimes you just get in here and you just start throwing stuff in, because as you know, life happens. But I am going to do my best to keep this pantry as neat as I possibly can and as organized as I possibly can. So we're going to start putting all of the most of the food. We're not putting all of the food back in. We're going to put most of the food back in. And I have some little organizers that I have purchased. And I took you all with me to Family Dollar, Dollar Tree, and to Walmart to purchase those little organizers, canisters mostly. And we're going to get those put back in here. And we're going to organize this pantry. So let's get started. This is one of the containers that I purchased from Walmart. It is a huge glass canister, and I purchased these letters from the Dollar Tree Family Dollar in McGee, and the cashier was the one who told me about these. She said that she used these on her canisters and that she loved them, so I'm going to give them a try. I'm just going to take the letters and stick them on here. So this is for my flour. Let's see, these letters just peel and stick. So I'm going to put these on as straight as I possibly can. Okay, so that looks very good. Thank you to the cashier at Dollar Tree Family Dollar for telling me about these little stickers. I like them. Okay, I want to show you all these canisters right here. This one came from the Dollar Tree, $125. This one came from Walmart, but it came in a set, and it was like $29. But it had this in it, and it had a couple of more. I think it was 4. If I'm not mistaken, this set was $29, and it has these 4 in it, but it has one tall one. Well, the second one is kind of tall, so this one was $29, but for $1.25 you can get. I was able to purchase 3 of the sizes like this at the Dollar Tree. So I was just letting you know some of the deals that you can get if you go by the Dollar Tree first. some dill pickles, some green cherry tomato relish, then some just regular sized green tomato relish. Then on the next shelf, I decided to go ahead and start with some drinks. Over here, I just got the Gatorade for the kids. We have some cranberry juice, apple juice, and some more Gatorade here. Some aloe vera juice. There's some cranberry juice back there and some pineapple juice. And then over to the left of that, I have some breakfast cereals. And I have some grits, some rolled oats, and some Honey Nut Cheerios. Then to the left of this area, I decided to put condiments. And we just got like kosher sauce and oils, hot sauce. And y'all, I found some sriracha. The verdict isn't in on that yet. But, you know, I love sriracha. And I'm going to try, even though I can't eat a whole lot of it because it is high in sodium. This was not as high as some of the others. It only has 120 milligrams, but when you look at those milligrams, you have to look for the serving size. So that serving size is only 1 teaspoon. So that's about what I put on there. So that means I could enjoy a egg roll and put some sriracha on my egg roll. So and I have some wasabi and some sweet and sour sauce. And then I have my liquid smokes and stuff that I like to season my food with to make it, to give it a smoky flavor. And this is some Worcestershire, and it's not vegan, but as I told you, that all of my household is not vegan. So we have some, I like to buy these packets, these seasonings, and some of them, I was looking to see if they had that bioengineered, but I noticed this one did not have any bioengineered ingredients in it. There's some taco shells and some barbecue sauce. Then on the next row, I decided to let this be the snack row. And we're going to have some, I got popcorn that I put in here, and I just took them out the box. So I just labeled which popcorns they were, because they did not have them on the package inside the box. It just had it on the outside of the box. And I have some raisins and some Jell-O pudding. Then I have some crackers. And I have to buy 2 different varieties of crackers. I get unsalted tops for me and original tops for the children. And then some low sodium Jif peanut butter. I decided to go ahead and put my nuts in these containers. I have some pecans, walnuts, almonds, pumpkin seeds, and some cashews right there. And back there in the corner, I have some syrups. Those are just like some corn syrups. And then to the right of those corn syrups is my baking area. Right here is some granola, homemade granola that I made. And back here are some cloves and some star anise. I just tossed those back there. I'll probably put those somewhere else. But as I told you all earlier, I went ahead and got those labels that the lady that works at Family Dollar General told me about. And I like those. They turned out real good. And that's the flour, the cornmeal, sugar, and then I showed you all the containers that I purchased for the storage. And I like these lids. The lids are very secure, but if you when you pop it, it pops open and it locks back. And I like these, and those came from Walmart. So I just got some candy for the kids and powdered sugar. This is some cocoa back here, and back in the back there is my canning salt. And right here, this area, I decided to make this my pasta area. And it has the, I just got some bow tie pasta, some manicotti. Back there is some rice. And I also have some pinto beans. And this here is just some of the spiral sorted noodles. And the spaghetti. And have some more spirals right here. These are some shells. And this is some ramen that I eat. And I eat the other ramens too, but I have to make sure that they're vegan. And above that is my area that I keep my extras, like cashews. And this is, we make a lot of egg rolls, and we make a lot of sushi. And so these are the sushi nori sheets right there. And this is some organic wheatgrass that if some days I feel like I haven't got enough greens in, I'll just stir me up some of that. And this is this is agar rice. And then I have some umami powder. I use that when I'm making my proteins, like steaks. I make steaks up. I have a video about making steaks. And this is some quinoa. And back here are some chia seeds. And this is vital wheat gluten, you say it. And these are some flax seeds that you can use to give your, like if you're baking cornbread or something like that and you're not going to add egg, you can use these flax seeds instead. And this is some tapioca flour. I have some dates over here. This is what I use as sweeteners in my food. Okay, down here I started my coffees. I like my cafe coffee and my Keurig. And these are a lot of teas and some coffee creamer that are dairy-free. I have some more coffees and some more dairy-free creamers right here. And here are some ramens. These are some ramens that I like because they are vegetarian. Here are just some regular ramens. Then I have some canned goods back here. And these are not all of the canned goods. I just got to, I had to, you know how much stuff came out of this pantry. The sauces, some Eagle brand milk, sliced beets, blueberry and apple pie fillings. Have some, I think these are peaches right here. Yeah, some peaches and some garbanzo beans, some Campbell's soup, some cranberry sauce, some baked beans in the can, coconut milk, have some various jellies and jams and preserves. This is a raspberry preserve. And then we have syrup back there. And we have a couple of cans of meat. This is some sardines, which kids cannot stand. I could put those up there in case we have a guest that likes sardines. And some canned chicken. I also have a can of ripe olives and a huge can of fruit cocktail. Then I ended up with an extra container, and I think that I'll get some chips for the kids and put in there, but I decided to put a loaf of bread in a container. These are just some of my canned dried herbs. This is some basil and some sweet and purple basil is in there. This is some mint, more purple basil. Then this is my kombucha that is fermenting right now. And back there is my SCOBY hotel. And here I decided to put the water, and this is just some extra cereal and pasta. Then right here in the center, I put the potatoes and onions. And those are just a few of the potatoes and onions. Here, this is where I'm keeping all of the wax paper and Ziploc bags and parchment paper. Down here is where I have my vinegars. I have just some regular apple cider vinegar. Then these are my canning vinegars back here. And y'all be sure to notice that when you're canning, to make sure that your vinegar says 5%, because I did not pay attention when I bought this one. And this one is a 4% acidity. When you're getting ready to can, you have to have 5% acidity on your vinegar. Okay, so this is just some veggie wash right here. This is what I use to wash my vegetables when I bring them into the house, or fruits when I buy them at the store. And down here, I decided to go ahead and put my, this is where they were originally, my 5-gallon buckets that contain my flour, meal, sugar, beans and rice, some pecans, and some canning stuff that I use for my canning. And this here one is, I think, more beans and rice. So that is our finished extreme pantry makeover, and I am very happy to have it done, because this has not been, I know it has not been painted in, I know probably 20 years. It has not been painted in 20 years at least. And for the last 5 years, we've just been throwing it in here, throwing stuff in. Not really, especially, you know, when right before the pandemic, that's when we started kind of throwing in a lot of extra canned goods and stuff like that. And the old got mixed in with the new. And so we just needed to reset this pantry. And I think it has been reset. Y'all do not hold me to keeping this pantry looking like this, because I guarantee you it's not going to look like this in 1 week. But it will never, I hope, never look like it was looking before I started on this. So this is our completed pantry makeover. So I hope that you all enjoyed this makeover. I hope that you will give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you have not already subscribed. That you will go ahead and hit that notification bell so that you will be notified whenever I upload a new video. And as always, thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next video.